it took us two bad experiences with different tenants to, realize that this was not a good thing for us to be doing. We were able to hire a property manager and still make more by several $100s a month. We did self-manage it for about 2 years, 2 dark years. We made a ton of mistakes looking back on it. As a beginner investor, typically the margins are gonna be pretty tight. You're more willing to, put in the sweat equity and to try and save, a few bucks. We didn't supervise them at all or do any regular check-ins on the property. One of our biggest lessons was have something in the lease about hanging things on the walls, or the pet thing was also, we didn't handle that properly. We did charge, the security deposit. Thankfully, we ended up keeping most of the security deposit, but they just weren't very clean and they didn't take very good care of the property. And then one of the biggest lessons was he told me that he was handy and could fix things. And so he asked if he could basically remove this kind of TV center that was permanently in the wall, and there's a little glass door that opened and closed. And he asked me if he could remove it and just drywall over it and repaint it. And I said yes. And then because he was like, oh, I'll do it myself, I'll save you some money. And it ended up just being a very shoddy work that we had to have a professional come in and, redo it, which cost us probably more than it would have cost just to have them do it in the first place, because they had to undo the bad work. We learned a lot about renting to friends too. So it took us two bad experiences with different tenants to realize that this was not a good thing for us to be doing. Overly demanding, I would say, asking for just anything and everything to be done. Yeah, and so it just put us in kind of a bad position because we didn't create that kind of professional boundary. Then enter Avery Witt. And we realized we were renting it for well under market rent, even though I was in the real estate profession and still didn't realize that we were renting it for, $700 less than we should have. Yeah, typically I think people look at it as they're gonna pay more if they hire a manager. We were able to hire a property manager and still make more by several $100s a month, after paying a property manager. I know your team is managing these properties way better than we are, and it provides us the peace of mind to want to scale our long-term rental portfolio and continue investing in real estate.